What's up, guys and gals? It's time for the latest chapter review for Strike It Rich. Chapter 31 review. Finally back up to the latest chapter. We will be making those videos subsequently, like covering the chapters that we didn't review leading up to this one. It should only take 1 to 2 videos at most. But either way, we start off this chapter with, once again, I think it's my favorite fighter. I think Sena Riku is my favorite fighter. I really think she is. Is it Sena or Sena? Anyways, Riku is my favorite fighter so far. I just really like her aesthetic. I like her look. I like her personality and stuff. And she's up against the crazy one. The one that's half between a lolly and Harley Quinn reject. Anyways, Yukihira. And she's already into the carnage rush, you know, the savage rush, all that craziness. We start off the chapter, boom, boom, boom. They're at the tail end of a fight, and it looks like it's going to go the bad way, and then boom, carnage, rolling, elbow, and Yukihira goes down, and boom, best girl wins. Let's go. She's got it. It's over, and we're like, yeah, all right, we're good with this. We're good with this. So either way, so it seems that we've forgotten all the, like, craziness, all the horror, the Bloody Monday element storyline for this chapter for right now, right? We see Hana back in her, you know, in her yukata, her kimono, her yukata, whatever. And she's just like, wow, outstanding stuff. So this, I mean, we don't know how many, maybe there's been a week or 2 that's passed or whatever, but they're still all battling it out and stuff. Valkyria is doing quite well. So, yeah, they're building up their roster and all that fun jazz. We see all the fighters. Everyone's like, yeah, well, that was a pretty darn good fight and all that stuff. But they talk about the idea of going forward with building up the promotion, right? And so we're steadily building up our roster. Another thing the exhibition may have done was increase the number of experienced fighters now wanting to get involved in the underground fight. Ones that want more of a challenge than traditional rules will dictate, right? So, I mean, that's pretty cool. It says, and our star players right now, being Riko and Hina, are sort of still absent. Like, right now, of course, Riko's there for absent to heal up. Obviously, she took a massive beating in that major fight, which she won. Hina is apparently absent only due to looming tests. So she's got, like, springtime exams or some bullshit. So either way, they're trying to build up their roster with other growing stars, sort of idea, right? But this is where they're talking about, like, Ichika has gone off. So the other 2 owners, like Hina's there, or Hana's there, but the other 2, you know, our lovely teeth, our shark teeth cop, and our main owner, who's also a pretty good fighter in her own right. And I can't wait until she has a true, honest debut match for some plot reason, and she kicks ass. Like, it's like, holy shit, she's strong. You know what I mean? Because I have a feeling she keeps up with her. You know, she wears the baggy clothes, she wears the sweaters, and she's got the whole bowed shoulders and all that shit. But she is a fighter, and we've seen this at the beginning of the manga. I want her to have an honest, like, big fight where she's like, holy shit, she is, like, A tier. Like, she is not to be fucked with, you know what I mean? Either way, we do know that both of the owners are gone right now. The other 2 are the 3 owners, and we get 2 separate scenes. One at the end of the chapter, one in the middle here. And this one is with Lee, the guy we also saw in the King and Omega chapter, and we saw in chapter 30 as well. Part of that Niwa clan people stuff. So basically, Ichika's there, like, basically talking smack with the whole idea, like, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Looking good, nice dress, you know. They're talking semantics pretty much with the Yakuza thing, with the promotional thing and stuff like that, you know, and everything going forward and stuff. And even the driver is like, okay, is she a cop or is she Yakuza too? Like, she's just putting on, like, a crazy defense and stuff there, right? So either way, they're going forward. They park around to this giant building, and it's called the Babel Tower, or the Babel Tower, and it's a pretty nice place and stuff. And so the Niwa clan apparently, and once again, this is like Montreal. Every time you see construction or scaffolding in Montreal, the Mafia is involved. Okay? The Mafia is involved with all construction in Montreal. Don't kid yourselves. Nobody does any building over one story without the Mafia being a hand in the construction in some way, shape, or form. For what reasons? Multiple, but who knows? But that's always the way the city of Montreal has operated. So, as a Canadian, I'm very well aware of this. In the same sense, in Japan, I'm sure there's certain areas that the Yakuza, you don't build anything without a Yakuza money involved, right? So, they're like, oh, well, how do you swing it in this day and age? It's like, well, we're well connected and stuff, right? So they go down even further below the basement. A secret basement, 5 floors underground, and giant. Like, you see the size of this place, and it's ginormous, right? It's a huge spot. And so originally this was meant to be one of the biggest backroom casinos, somewhere that people could go and stuff. But, however, you know, it just didn't seemingly work out, because accordingly, a corporative effort from Japan's big 3 crime syndicates to create the safest illegal gambling environment in the country. Ultimately, it is what you see now. Because of that impertinent buffoon, the plan was put on ice indefinitely. So yeah, so they have this giant space. They built it to make a bunch of illegal money, to background casinos, backyard casinos, making all the underhanded deals, making everything, and they built the space for it, and then it never materialized. We see this all the time in legitimate businesses, right? It's like, okay, we're going to open up a second restaurant, a second shop, we're going to go chain, we're going to go this, and they flop. It happens. You buy up all the land, you build the building, and then the people don't come, right? It happens in legitimate business models as well as underground. So it's like, okay, so we have this spot, nothing's been made of it. So it's like, well, as an apology, we will rent this place to you, to the Valkyria Association, for 10 million yen a year. You can use it to your free will. You got this great open space, a proper foundation and arena, somewhere discreet. You can do as many events, as many promotions as you want and stuff. And Ichiga, she is just on board with this. She's like, no shit. This space, at 10 million sounds like a lot, but the revenue they will make with a legitimate space like this, considering the money they've already been cashing in, it's like, we can do so much more than just underground fighting here. Like, she's thinking global. She's thinking bigger. She's like, yeah, we don't need to just do Valkyria here. Like, we can do Valkyria, but we can also run some shit. We can use this space to off the charts. Maybe they'll start a side gambling business, a small casino in the mix of it. Who knows? Because once again, people love to gamble. You go to the fights, you gamble. Well, you know where some of the biggest matches and biggest arenas happen is at casinos. Casinos always have like sumo matches and boxing rings and stuff like that because people love to gamble. The people who go to boxing matches and MMA fights and stuff, they're gambling on the fights. So you immediately think, okay, casino, gambling, tables, let's go. Ichika is thinking the forward style. And she's like, a brand new venue? Here we come. She's immediately enthralled with that. And then we go to some underground place in Tokyo. Apparently, it's this random doctor's office. And we see Nozomi here, and just, once again, all in her sweats, just bowed shoulders, not looking impressive at all. Once again, probably one of the best fighters we've seen. And saying, come on, why don't you join us, Like, I'm looking for a ringside doctor, how about it? We can pay you and stuff. And then we see this doctor who has, I hope it's a tattoo, because we see the butterfly tattoo across her titties, right above her titties, but she's got like this disease-looking thing, the hexagon like style of the Matrix has you. Right below one of her eyes, and she's got like an eye patch, and she's got another butterfly on her head. She got a lot of tattoos, so I'm hoping this is a tattoo with 3 dots and stuff. But it's apparently her childhood friend Sakurai Ann, who is an underground doctor, who is not super interested in joining just for the money. Apparently, there must be another reason. Is she a bit of a hottie? Yes. She also looks a little crazy. Yes. So you decide. You as the viewer decide whether, you know, is she great or is she not? We don't know enough about her yet. But yeah, so we've introduced another character. I'm assuming that she is going to be part of the main cast. She's going to be our Stiv. She's going to be our Hanafusu, which is fantastic. You know, she's got a cool design. She reminds me a lot of Dr. Hanafusu. So, Hanafusu, whatever. So yeah, so that will be incredibly interesting to learn about this character as well. So we're moving the plot forward quite a bit here. I like it. I like the progression. The pacing is good. We have a mini promotion, a mini tournament. Then we just move straight on to, okay, progress, right? Nothing's going stale. Everything's just moving at a good pace, in my opinion. So, anyways, that's my review for Chapter 31. What do you guys think? Now we're all caught up. Once again, there will be videos. I will be keeping up as best I can with, you know, week to, well, I think it's bi-weekly or every monthly, monthly chapters. But alongside of that, I will once again be making a separate video to catch myself up and give my overall thoughts from, like, basically chapter, I don't know, like, you know, chapter 4 to chapter 12, and then chapter 12 to up to 29 or something like that. You know what I mean? Just covering my initial thoughts on each edition, each character, my initial ideas and stuff like that. Where the series is so new and so early, I feel like I can make those videos, make them quick, and be right underway with not missing a beat, as it were. So, anyways, that was the review for 31. Like, comment, and subscribe as always. We'll see you guys back here next time for Chapter 32. Looking forward to it. Hope you guys would too. Have a good one. Sayonara.